March 21st, Gateway Hotel. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Mr. Corrida? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So, what's happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Engard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that, even if you want to look around we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once, special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right, I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engard's prints, pal. That's bad, real bad. Why was Mr. Engard's arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? Looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Yeah. One look at the crime scene, you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah. During the fight, his button came off. Mr. Engard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught on his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who? That lady, Miss Oldbag? Please, anyone but her. Prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off. Something's a little off, as in that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Hi there. All sorts of things in this refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juice, so I guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam, too. Maybe red was his favorite color? Wow, there's a lot of bears. Oh, alarm clock ones, collector's edition stuffed teddies, plastic models. Pretty overwhelming if there's a kind of bear he doesn't have. There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah. I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like the bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all those problems. Growl. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma of the last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Nothing. It's so messy here. Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There's a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, electric shaver, a calculator. Do all Star pack too much like stuff like Mr. Corrida? Looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. He had a lot of food at the award show last night. I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corrida fought his assailant. What are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Why would I? This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar is not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? But Mystic Maya, She said the bright red guitar was a Jammin' Ninja's signature item. That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Guitar case added to the court record. It's beautiful wine glass and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Someone was here. So that's a bed, right? Yep. That, Mr. Nick, it's so soft. Big beds must be a rarity for her. About this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the motel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000 meter dash. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? Heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I've got to make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ow! At last, you revealed your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Gulp, would it be too much to ask you for to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitiful, hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Oh. Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy mixed trench coat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come here for a second. Kinky. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you've soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours. Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. This investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Oh, what did she throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? If you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Can you tell me a little more about the Nichols? Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. Apparently he doesn't wear shoes. It's a sequel to The Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love Y in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. But wait, a love what? A love Y. This girl, Sayo, works at the tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Dun-dun-dun, sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet. 3 times? Times 3? Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. So what's this Jam and Ninja show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja, absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. Aw, that's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. What show should I watch? I can't believe she's really considering it. A guitar case that was Juan's. I'm guessing you've seen this case before? It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar, the Jammin' Ninja signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how could you forget it for the award ceremony? It does seem a little strange. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit, just a little. So Mr. Power likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy, it looks like a lion just found his next meal. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you are interested in it. Figured you would be. Yeah, I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jam Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corda didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with initials AA... Andrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd that a woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of a client? It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Pearls is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. I never would have thought I'd see her here of all places. The last time we saw each other was during that really bad incident, you know. I mean, when I look back now, I think of the good things, so it's not so bad, I guess. Yeah, I would have loved to go back to the time where we relive a few of those good things. Chuckle. That's not funny. Yeah, I guess not. I did get something thrown at my head. And that's why I came back. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Curtis' name on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here, see how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," is more normal letters here. It's sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And we know who. It's Wendy Oldbags. Where's your first police station? It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Great. Even Pearls is calling him Scruffy thanks to Francisca. They said something about the investigation earlier, right? Why don't we come back again later? Okay, I guess that's what we can do. Okay. Hi, Dark Soul. And yes, I did just see those as you were getting ready to leave. Sorry. A lot of reading. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please tell us what you saw. But oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at your young expense. I am a little devil after all. Night-night. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Take that! That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy," on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, I may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Well, that was easy. Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag ready to open up her heart all for my dearest Juan. Well, that was... okay. I feel bad for you now, huh? I'll tell you what, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Engard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my poor dear poor 1 inch. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Engard do to make you so... You don't know. That guy framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick. What is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do viles and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Mr. Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl into Juan on purpose. His own manager, but why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know that about... What do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? Well, I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Engard did what you say he did? Next week's issue of certain magazine says so. Of course, a tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that, and where did she get it? Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? From my scoop. What I want to know about the details of the scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Ugh. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corda and this person? This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt and Guard's manager. Nicole Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think I'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that. That's it, the news sauce? You mean news source? That's it. So show me something that shows that Juan guy was having something with Miss Andrews. This is the article from the certain weekly tabloid, Jammed Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Ugh. Miss Corida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Engard's manager, and Adrian Andrews, she has the initials A.A. You saw this article and thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were looking around Miss Corda's door last night. Ugh. I'm good at this. Unlock successful. You were looking into Miss Corda and Mr. Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof, nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do, and that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. And spice it up with a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote on it, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. I didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with these people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason why he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. You and Miss Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article? If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on our good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? A need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Can you get close to Miss Corrida for this person's sake? Do you really still not understand? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But your manager. It's called a job. I am in charge of Mr. Engard the star, not Matt Engard the man. Oh, and you are not my client. Okay, that was wrong. Detective Gumshoe said they'd had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back! Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. No, it's the button that you found during their body search of Mr. Engard. Yep, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Who's your day? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious they're Matt Engard's. Tomorrow's trial, talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean, you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Engard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that. This is just what I heard. Pal, but that's the Jammin' Ninja's signature item. But the guitar wasn't in his hotel room. Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for the person to forget to bring their most famous item to the award show. It's starting to sound like the red guitar is related to this case after all. Stuff in that glass of tomato juice, pal. Tomato juice? I heard the victim really loved that stuff. Favorite drink in the world. It's his favorite drink? First time I've heard of that. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The Sayana with Mr. Kurita. Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Inpax, and she was Juan Kurita's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Inpax was Miss Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. A mentor? A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about her, pal? Yes, I do. She was the victim's manager and also Miss Andrews' mentor. And it's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. But, wow. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll stop. Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won, is what you want to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right? This person? This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Franziska. You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? And then let's hear it, Franziska, how are things going? I hear you are having a rough time with maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I will never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. That will be a clinical lesson of the meaning of total victory.